Hey guys, what is up and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're new. Don't forget to hit that big red subscribe button and hit the bell icon and set your notifications to all, that way you never miss a future upload. Another day, another drama channel drama, and today we're going to be talking about Without a Crystal Ball, calling out Dustin and Dailey, Nick Snider, and Rich Lux. But before we get into that, if you haven't seen my previous video titled Jeffree Star being sued by the Nicole Smith estate, I will link that in a card up over here, as well as down in the description box down below, so definitely make sure you go and check that out as well. Alright, let's go ahead and get on into it. So the other day, Without a Crystal Ball uploaded a video to YouTube where she was talking about the legal trouble that Tati Westbrook and her husband James Westbrook are involved in with a third member of the Halo Beauty Company. Well, of course, as soon as this video was made public and people started to watch it, things were being shared and obviously more and more people were seeing it. Well, as it turns out, Nick Snider and Dustin Dailey both made videos about the situation, and Without a Crystal Ball took to Twitter to air out her grievances about them not giving her credit in the video. Here's what she had to say. Without a Crystal Ball tweeted, "Would it kill Nick Snider to credit me for my work? He took my description, posted it to his channel, took the court documents, but refused to say my name. I don't care if you don't like me, but please source me. Also, I was not tipped off by James Charles. I know he doesn't like me, but come on. He called me crazy and said I spend all my time searching. I really haven't. I was tipped off by a source that knew I had covered her husband's fraud. Please source me. This is the second time you've taken content from my channel with no credit. He's getting way more views off my work. At least credit me. It's like stealing when you watch my content, use my sources, done none of your own legwork, and then get paid for it. You get way more views than I do on this. Source me. I don't care that he gets more views on these topics. This is literally what his channel is about. I don't have the same kind of audience. But stop taking my work, using my screenshots, using my work, and not even directing people to my channel." I should also note Nick Snider made a video about how I'm a terrible person for calling him a name, which I regretted. But in his recent video, he called me crazy. So should I make a video about him? Nope, not worth it. But don't about name calling when you give it back. Now, if you guys have been watching my channel for a while, you know that I am very good at crediting my sources. When I get a video or something or a tweet from somebody, I usually always say who I got it from. But that's not everybody. Not everybody gives credit. That's just not what happens. It's kind of like an unspoken rule that if you use somebody else's content, you will always give them credit, but not everybody does it. So I can understand Without a Crystal Ball's frustrations about not getting credit for work that she has done, but at the same time, not everybody does it. Is it unfortunate? Yes. But unfortunately, once you make your video public and you put that information out there, people can then go out and find that information. Especially with this situation, since it is based off of legal documents, somebody can actually go out there and get those legal documents on their own. Now, I know she talks later on about like she was the one that broke the story, but also at the same time, do you really want to be credited with the one that broke the story, especially if something comes out that it's not true? I mean, we all remember what happened with Sanders Kennedy when he was breaking the stories about Shane Dawson. I don't think that you ever want to be the one that is considered to be breaking the story, because then everything then comes back onto you in the end of the day if it turns out not to be true. But let's go ahead quick and talk about the name calling that Without a Crystal Ball was talking about in that tweet as well. Here's a screenshot of a live stream where we see Without a Crystal Ball and what she was saying about Nick Snider. In this screenshot here from a live on YouTube, you can see Without a Crystal Ball says, "Yay, I'm famous. I'm Twitter famous now. I'm so glad a head is angry at me." Now in that screenshot there, you can see that she is talking about Nick and his substance abuse that he has had in the past, and that is the name that she refers to him as. I think that's completely different than if you just call somebody crazy. I don't think that Nick was actually talking about her mental health state. I could be wrong. I don't know what Nick actually is thinking when he's tweeting, but when you call somebody crazy online, a lot of the times you're not saying that they have something wrong with them mentally. They're just acting a little out of the ordinary, but that's just my interpretation of it. Everybody will always have their own interpretation of what it means. Now, saying that he's calling you crazy is the same thing as you talking about his substance abuse past is not the same thing to me. It's completely different, but again, that's my own personal opinion. Nick Snider then tweets out, quote, "for views," end quote, hashtag delusional, and then shares the following screenshot of a tweet from Without a Crystal Ball, which reads as follows. "I have him blocked because he used to tweet at me in such a rude manner. He's made videos saying he doesn't like me because I made a comment about him that wasn't nice and I did apologize for. We squashed it last year, and he brought it back up weeks ago for views." Nick Snider then tweeted, "By the way, I didn't watch your video. I received the screenshots in DM from another person." Without a Crystal Ball then tweeted, "My next video is going to explain the evidence, why Tati Westbrook had to take down James Charles and then blame Jeffree Star and Shane Dawson for the takedown, all in an effort to save herself from losing millions and her career. And she followed that up by saying, "Can't wait for Nick Snider to steal the video and give me no credit." In a now deleted tweet without a crystal ball said, "Thanks to all the channels who have credited my work. This coverage has been a quest for truth, not what's popular. Many of these channels ridiculed me for exposing Tati Westbrook 18 months ago and now are using my work. Looking at you, Rich, Dustin, and Nick." Now, what I'm wondering with this tweet is, why is she only calling out Nick, Dustin, and Rich? I'm sure there are other channels that have used her work without giving her credit, but why is she going after these 3 channels? Is it because they're 3 of the larger channels on YouTube that cover the same topics? If that is the case, then it seems like she's trying to use this drama to drum up more views to her channel, because by getting Nick and Dustin to tweet about it, we know that it's going to draw people to her video, and we all know that Rich just isn't going to say anything because that's just Rich. Someone replied to Without a Crystal Ball and said, "I wonder how James is doing. Seems like he was lied to a million different ways." Someone else replied back saying, "Yeah, the poor guy. Honestly kind of feel sorry for the dude. Just a little though." Without a Crystal Ball then replies back saying, "I sent a message to his mom and told her she needs to cut ties now. James hooked back up with her to take down Jeffree. She used him." I'm sorry, but who sends somebody's mom a message in telling her who she can and cannot be friends with, or who she should and should not be friends with? That to me is crossing a line. Dustin Dailey then quote tweeted Without a Crystal Ball's deleted tweet and said, "You reported public record. I cited you even if I said I didn't like you. What more do you want, LMAO?" Nick Snider then tweeted, "Just a question because I'm receiving a lot of comments about Without a Crystal Ball on my video. Why do you/people dislike her so much? I know why I don't, but it seems she's rubbed a lot of people the wrong way." And there were a lot of responses underneath that tweet of Nick's, so if you want to know what people are saying, definitely go and check out that tweet, because that has nothing to do with things that are being talked about in this story here. That would be a whole different topic, but if you want to know reasons why people don't like Without a Crystal Ball, you can see all of them underneath Nick's tweet. Without a Crystal Ball then responded underneath Dustin's tweet and said, "This isn't about crediting. They all dragged me for speaking out against Tati last year. I was a tiny channel and they bullied me." Wait. You just said this isn't about crediting, but literally every tweet that you have put out up until this point was you being mad because you weren't given credit for people using your content according to you. You literally have made multiple tweets saying, "You didn't give me credit, no one is giving me credit, Nick, Dustin, and Rich, you're not giving me credit," and now you're saying that none of this has to do with crediting. Really? Dustin Dailey then quote tweeted that and said, "Girl, your attitude is, you make fun of your husband literally called Nikita a chick with a, you want to go down this road?" Someone then replied to Without a Crystal Ball and said, "So why not email them privately? You could have used this opportunity to not only address your unresolved feelings with the situation, but also clear the air and forge new relationships with the shared interest you all have in reporting this story. Missed opportunity in my opinion." They followed that up by saying, "Wow, it's insanely disappointing and telling that I was blocked for my comment above. So your entire channel is built on criticism, justified or not, but you deem it unreasonable that anyone offers you constructive criticism." And I don't think that person's tweet was inappropriate at all, so I don't know why they got blocked. And I know what everybody always says when drama like this happens and it gets taken to Twitter, everyone's like, "Why aren't you settling this offline? Why aren't you handling this in the DMs?" It's said every single time I make a video about situations like this when it's drama channel drama, because all of it happens online. And let's be honest, it happens online because our channels live online. That's just the way it goes. Do things happen in the DMs and do people resolve things privately? Absolutely. But does it happen all the time? No. So it makes it online and then I talk about it. But to go ahead and block a person that says, "Hey, why aren't you handling this privately?" is a little telling. And after putting this video out, I honestly wouldn't be surprised if I get blocked too. But the fact that she again said that this is nothing to do about crediting, and everything that she has talked about up until that point was all saying, "Hey, why aren't you giving me credit?" is a little ridiculous. You're literally complaining about not getting credit, and then you say it's not about crediting. And then there were also a tweet where she says, "Hey, thanks Keemstar for crediting me. Hey, Def Noodles, thanks for crediting me. You guys always give credit. You guys know how to give credit." Literally everything was about giving credit, and now she's saying that she doesn't care about the crediting, but she's mad that these channels were bullying her when she was talking about Tati last year. Like, really? If you're gonna come out and say something like, "Hey, you need to give me credit, this is what this is about," then don't turn around and say this is not about getting credit, because clearly that was what started this whole situation. But again, that's just my opinion. I would love to know what you guys think down in the comments below. If you like this video, make sure you go ahead and hit that like button. Also, if you're new to my channel, make sure you hit that big red subscribe button and hit the bell icon and set your notifications to all. That way you never miss a future upload. Alright, that's everything for today, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!